We're going to wait till everybody get up in this thing. Shouts out to you. Appreciate everybody joining in. If you're already in this thing, we're going to go real live. We're going to go live real quick, should I say. Cam Newton. He just performed at the Auburn Tigers Pro Day. Of course, Cam Newton is an Auburn Tigers alum. Took them boys to the championship and won him a national championship. Former MVP of the NFL, of course, with the Carolina Panthers. Accolades on top of accolades for Cam Newton. And he's now resulted in, he's like, yo, man, it ain't 32 other players that's better than me in the NFL right now. It's not 32 other players that's better than me. It can't be. It's not. That's what he said. It's not 32 other players. So with that being said, I'm going to the pro day and I'm trying to get back in the league. Simple as that. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. That's Cam Newton. Shout out to everybody who's coming in this thing. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. We're going to show and talk about Cam Newton being at the Auburn Pro Day and performing. How did he do? We're going to check out the video live right here. Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. Not because of my size. My life at the end, G. My so-called friends, they had no ends to lend me. All right, let's go ahead and play this footage right quick, man. Cam Newton. All right, we don't need all that loudness right there. All right, here we go. Cam Newton, 6'5", quarterback, former MVP of the league. He's now resulted to being at Auburn for their pro day. Let's check him out. There he is, making his move. He can still move. What he is, 33 years old, 32 years old. Still throwing a rocket downfield after scrambling and just sat back there and launched it about 55, 60 yards still downfield. Cam Newton can let this thing go. Should he be signed by somebody? Should he be picked up? Boom, throwing a dart downfield. I forgot, I didn't get the name of that wide receiver, but it's a good wide receiver that came over to catch with him. A couple guys they probably played with in the past, but appreciate you, Jamal. Who that? Is that my boy, D-Wiz? No doubt. No doubt. Cam Newton performing at the Auburn Pro Day right here. See on the drop back. Still throwing darts right there. A little bit behind the receiver right there. I would guess that he's a little bit rusty, but I think it's more about him coming back saying, I got something to prove, that 32 of the NFL guys are not better than me, especially Baker Mayfield coming back. Oh, somebody just posted that too. Backup, yes, cool. I'd take him. But who he a better starter than? Baker, that's about it. Well, he said 32 is not better than him. So if it's just one, if it's Baker, then he's right. He's right. If Baker's the only one that's a starter that's not better than him, then I guess Cam Newton is exactly right in his assessment that 32 guys are not better than me. I should be starting somewhere, let alone a backup somewhere to help out a young guy, or to have a chance to come in and play ball on a team that's only thing missing is a guy like me who can be dual threat quarterback, can be a leader on the team, former MVP. Guy's gonna come in. He's gonna come in and be respected by the guys immediately. Being a former MVP, being Cam Newton, not really anything off the field he hasn't had any problems with. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. It's for me, it's a no-brainer to let Cam Newton in the NFL playing for somebody. He should be playing for somebody. Somebody said, who this? My dog said Ryan Tannehill isn't better. I don't know now. Tannehill played a good season that year. They went somewhere. But is he just straight up better than Cam Newton? Nah, I'll take Cam. I'll probably take Cam over Tannehill. Zach Wilson isn't better. Hell no, he ain't better than Cam Newton. Baker ain't no starter either. Tampa tripping. Yeah, that's who they picked up Baker Mayfield. Then made him make a video like, hey Tampa, I'm here. They don't want to see that. Just go out there and play. You're not one of those guys that we want to see. Oh man, he's here. He's coming. He made a video after he signed, saying that he's coming. Don't nobody want to see that. We want to see you perform, Baker Mayfield. He did okay with the Rams last year, but talking about performing. Cam Newton should be on somebody's team. And honestly, since the Falcons so screwed up and they're not going to take Lamar Jackson, why not get the hometown guy who would probably bring in a good amount of, not probably, he will bring in a good amount of fanfare also in Atlanta. Cam got to hang it up. I don't think so, dog. David Mills isn't better. I think he would bring a lot of excitement to Atlanta. No? I bet he'll bring a lot of excitement to Atlanta area if Cam Newton went and was the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons tomorrow. Man, some of those tickets that's not being sold, they'll be sold in ATL. A hometown kid coming back to be the quarterback. He ain't no slouch either. He ain't no punk. God knows who he is. You see how he wears his hair. You dig? He don't worry about what nobody's saying. Oh, he look like this. That's your opinion. Everybody got one. I'm wearing my hair the way I wear my hair to be comfortable with myself. Not worry about nobody else think. He's however many time, multiple time Pro Bowler, former league MVP. He's not in the league anymore. He didn't do anything to get blackballed other than start growing his dreads out and smoking cigars and having his own podcast. That's about all he did. Shouts out to all my Auburn alumni. Shout out to my guy, Big Jeremiah Wright, the offensive guard right now for the Auburn Tigers from Selma, Alabama, my hometown. He out there smashing people. He will be starting this year. He is on a list for a watch for top offensive lineman in the SEC. Big Jeremiah Wright. Check him out. Be on the lookout for him. Shout out to Ben Obamanu, the former Auburn Tiger from Selma, Alabama, also my former teammate. And then also another one, Doc Robinson, former Auburn Tiger out there. Much love to you, man. Shout out to Cadillac Williams. Old Cadillac. But yeah, once again, Cam Newton, man, I think Cam should be on somebody's team. And that's just, the minimum. He should be playing somewhere. Why not? That's a better issue I got. Why is nobody going after Lamar Jackson? That's crazy. MVP in his prime still. One of the most dynamic players in the league. How nobody trying to grab Lamar? Well, that's called business that they're trying to do. They're like the NFL and already messed around and gave, what's his name? Deshaun Watson up in Cleveland. They gave him about 80 million guaranteed or 40 million guaranteed, $280 million contract. And usually in the NFL, that sets the standard for the next contract to come, right? So they automatically put the next young black man, Lamar Jackson, in a position to be a $300 million guy. Close to a $300 million guy. And they're like, no. Business says that we're going to set the market. What they just did with this comp that's not going to set the market. We're going to bring this market back down. And what they got to do is we got to come together as a NFL collective, as a unit, as an ownership organization, brotherhood, association, to say we're not going to pay him. We're not going to give up the ransom that they're asking for him. What up, Jimmy? We're not going to give up the answer or the ransom that they're asking for him. They want 2 first-round draft picks, and they want this and they want that to get Lamar Jackson, to give up Lamar Jackson. And then when you get him, after giving up those first-round draft picks, you're going to now have to pay him that $280+ million contract with 200+ guaranteed. If they do that, then the next quarterback in line would need that 200+ guaranteed. That's going to be who? Probably another black quarterback, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes. They're like, man, we can't get all these guys this money. Not that type of money. Ryan Tannehill not getting paid that type of money. The backup who's been a backup forever, not getting paid the top. Guys like Bruce Gradkowski, who made a career. Guys like what's the quarterback? Chase, who played at Missouri, probably still playing, holding the clipboard back there, getting paid millions of dollars to hold a clipboard. You telling me Cam Newton can't be that insurance policy for somebody? Come on, man. Cam, like, I see it too. I see it. Y'all let these career backups get jobs everywhere. Andy Dalton. Come on, man. Andy Dalton is washed up as washed up can get. If Andy Dalton is not washed up, then Cam Newton can't be washed up. What? Come on, man. Zach Wilson keep getting all these chances. What's the guy from USC who went from the Jets to the Panthers? He just got picked up by somebody else. The Bears should be trying to pick up Cam Newton right now to be in a Job Morant situation with Justin Fields. Don't let that young boy get in trouble. Bring in Cam to say, hey, Cam, be a mentor at the very least. And if he gets hurt or something and we need you to come in to play, boom, here's your chance. But we need this young black quarterback right here to be mentored by you, man. And there's a bunch of other young quarterbacks in the league that can take that mentorship, and the team can have that insurance policy of having a guy like Cam Newton as the backup. And if they're not considering it, what type of general manager are you? Sam Donald, that's his name. Sam Damn Donald. Sam Damn Donald is his name. He keep getting jobs, but playing is not his game. Making plays is not his game. Sam Damn Donald. Come on, man. Come on. Boy, hot trash. But he said he wants to be a starter, right? I'm asking. Well, that's what Cam said. Of course, you're going to come in and say, hey, man, I want to be a starter. You're not going to come out there and say, hey, I want to just come and, be a. You're not going to come out and say that. They'll probably find a reason to not give you a job. But you want to come in and say, hey, I want to be a starter. That's my mindset. You feel me? That's what I would say. I want to be a starter. That's my mindset. That's what I'm trying to do, be a starter. I'm not coming in here to be a backup, but I'm open to being a mentor to a Justin Fields, to a Jalen Hurts, to a Patrick Mahomes, who don't need one right now, to a few other quarterbacks out there. Shout out to Geno Smith, just got a big deal up in Seattle. Cam can easily go be a mentor to Kyler Murray in Arizona and a backup insurance policy for him. Come on, man. They tripping. They don't want these boys to be in the league. I'm taking Cam over Baker Mayfield. I'm just saying, I would too off the top. If Tampa Bay signed Baker Mayfield this early, so that means they went after him. They wanted him. They didn't even wait and see if they can get somebody else. They went after and got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. And didn't even consider probably a guy like Cam Newton, which they should be off the top. You feel me? Tom Brady done retired. They still got a pretty good team intact. And they're still rolling the dice and rolling the craps on trying to make something happen with a guy like Baker Mayfield. Hot trash. That boy trash, man. If he comes out and balls this year, I'd be totally surprised. Hot trash. Geno Smith came back from being a nobody to being a starter. Well, see, the thing is with Geno Smith, Geno went to where a lot of people, and you probably say the same thing about Baker, went to a place where a lot of people don't succeed at. He went to the Jets, and then Baker went to the Browns. Now, the Browns did everything they could to put talent around Baker Mayfield. He didn't produce. They put a lot of talent in wide receivers and offensive line and running backs. They had 2 starting running backs, 2 big-time wide receivers in OBJ and Jarvis Landry, and another receiver, Coleman they had. Come on, man. They had Joku at tight end. They had plenty of talent on that Cleveland Browns team. But the quarterback got to make it run. Just like we talk about with Shiloh Sanders, the quarterback has to make these things run. The team has to believe in the quarterback and has to entrust in him. Come on, man. Straight trash can juice from New York City. So there's a lot of trash up in that thing. You feel me? From a lot of people throwing up in there. So you got a mixture of trash. You feel me? Packers should sign Cam to be a mentor to Plan B for love. I like that. Salute to your channel, Big Dog, and I'm going to get with you in the inbox. Got some questions on getting the YouTube page started. No doubt. Anybody got questions or any want to about getting a YouTube page started, let me know. I'm all for it, man. Get your YouTube page started yesterday. Do it yesterday. Like, I could have still been online. I'm worried about my hairline ain't straight. I'm worried about, damn, my beard ain't full. Maybe I should go get the Beijing. Man, forget all that, coach. Forget that. I heard my dog say the other day, he said, man, I went to jail, so all my pride gone. That means that, I ain't worried about what other people think. As long as they know I'm a man, as long as I'm a man and respected like a man, I ain't worried about what they think. He looked like this, he looked like that. Oh, man, come on, man. We ain't worried about that. We on to the next one. My dog said Cleveland was loaded. Baker super guard. Exactly. That's all I was saying. They was super loaded. If Cam was on that same team in Cleveland, he probably could have made something happen. I think so. And then the other guy went to the Jets. The Jets was hot trash. Geno. We were talking about Geno. He went in a bad situation with the Jets. You feel me? I got information coming out of Florida and new recruits that committed to Prime already in 2025 class. For sure. I ain't really been on the guys who saying that they will come or, class of 25 and 26. I got a few recruits in class of 26 that I've coached and that's ready to come out. Big time players out of Alabama. But I haven't really been on them because they can change their commitment so fast. They can be going for it one day and then, change it the next day, so I really haven't been putting it on that and keeping it spot on. I was saying I got that information for you. For sure. Well, yeah, hit me on the inbox and we'll go from there. Shout out to the FLA. You feel me? My Florida boys in the building. Like my dog Dio used to say, man, y'all flaw. That was a Florida term back in the day. Man, y'all flaw, man. Y'all trash, man. Hey, some of the best athletes in the world come from Florida. I don't care what y'all say. The boys can run all day. They athletes. They understand the game. They some dogs. You feel me? I say you coaching Alabama. No, I used to coach in Alabama. I'm far away from that now. I'm out in Hawaii right now. And no more coach. Well, I've done some training with some players out here, individual training, but no more team coaching, like getting with a team. You know what I mean? Because you got to be on the head coach's schedule. And if I ain't getting paid like that, like these guys in Colorado probably getting paid, I'm not going to be on the head coach's schedule at his disposal. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't with it, coach. If I'm going to do them, I'm going to go back to my hometown and I'm going to be the head coach and go from there. And I'll set my own schedules. You feel me? Because a lot of coaches not like Coach Prime. Coach Prime said, I'm going to make sure my coaches be able to get home, have dinner with their families. You feel me? A lot of coaches not like that. A lot of coaches come in and they stay in that thing from 6 in the morning to 6 at night or even later and come back and wake up and do it again and don't even think twice about it. I remember seeing that for my coaches. I used to be like, man, that's not going to be me, coach. I'm going to enjoy my life somewhere, somehow, some way. If I do coach, it's going to be because I have to get a real good salary or I have to been made money already. So that's where this crypto stuff come in at. That's where the YouTube come in at. You can make your money already, get set up, and then if you want to, you can go back and coach and set your own schedule and standards. But as far as that goes, I have guys that I coached when they were in Little League, and now they're ready to go in the class of 2026 coming up, but I haven't been really pumping them yet, as like I said, they can change their commitments at any time. You feel me? Shouts out to Big LT, Andre B. Coaches ruin their whole family and expect you to do the same for them. No, dog, exactly. Is that the green screen you use to get that image in the backdrop? Yeah, I got a green screen going, and that's my image that you see going in the backdrop. So yeah, I'm green screening it. You dig? I used to do music videos for some different rappers out there. Some you might know, some you might not know. So I got a little bit of a video background to where I can pull something like this off. It'll only get better. I'll do some things a lot better. But I just decided today, I said, man, I'm about to go live. I'm about to go live, Coach. Forget the dumb stuff. I'm going live today. Shout out to my boy Colin with Life in Football. Y'all go check out Life in Football podcast. Also, they go live. He go live every day. You can check him out every day on Life in Football. You'll see him in the comments a lot, or I'll be in their comments. So check that out. You can follow me right there. Is that working? right there. Follow your boy right there, and we're gonna keep coming with content. That's all it's about, putting out content and controlling the narrative. My guy Ken J. He said, "What's good, my boy? Ken here from Robert E. Lee, Montgomery. What up, baby? Gumptown in the building. Robert E. Lee in the building. I scored a lot of points in Robert E. Lee on the basketball court. Coach Anthony Richardson, Little League in high school, and had some guys go to Troy. So that's why I asked. Much love. Yes, shout out to Troy State. My niece graduated from Troy State. I got recruited heavy at Troy State back then. It's Troy University now, but it was Troy State back then when I got recruited. Coach Blakeney, Coach Big Wayne Boat was there back then, big old Coach Boat. So, yeah, Troy, I would have been playing with DeMarcus Ware and O.C. Umenyiora. I think they would have been seniors when I would have been coming into Troy State at the time. So, yeah, they got some squad down there. A bunch of ballers came out of Troy. I think Michael Boley, no, he came out of Southern Miss. But, yeah, Troy. Alabama A&M Bulldogs run Alabama and SWAC East. Much love to A&M Bulldogs up there on that hill. Y'all know it. Y'all ain't running there right now, though. Y'all know Jackson State got that on lock. Click, clack. On lock. Tell Coach Maynard to step his game up. Talking smack to Coach Prime, Coach Maynard. You better leave Coach Prime alone, man. Yeah, Alabama in the building, though, man. I went to UAB. Shout out to UAB Birmingham in this thing. Ever faithful, ever loyal. You feel me? But it's all about the Colorado Buffs right now, because just like Coach Prime when he left Atlanta and he went to the 49ers and then to the Falcons, you had many Coach Prime fans doing the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Man, that ain't my boy Ken, is it? Yeah, I got Buggers again, Selma High School. TD's football all-star teammate. My dog. What up, my dog? In the building. I couldn't see your last name. It just said Ken J-O-H. But then I just put two and two together, my dog. What up with you? Hit me on the Instagram or the DM or something, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. Let me know where you at. My dog, you talking about an athlete. That's what I'm talking about. Montgomery definitely bred some athletes. Shout out to all the athletes out of Montgomery, Alabama. All the schools that was out there. Yeah, I got on Maynard Case on A&M athletic page. They need to come to Florida and get some speed. For real. Every school, how you a recruiter and you're not recruiting in Florida? How you a recruiter, you're not recruiting in Florida? Straight up. Whoever signed Cam have to have a good line. That what made Cam so great before he got hurt at Carolina. Yeah, you got to have a good line. You don't want him running for his life. I think your offense should not be, and we're jumping all over the place here, but I'm going with the comments. I think you got to have a good offensive line, good receivers, of course, but you got to have an offense that's going to be fit for him. You got to have an offense that's not going to be kind of like the Patriots was, where you got to do so much pre-snap reading and know this and know that and be in the offense for, a number of years to perfect it. That's not what he needs. He needs to be in a simplified offense to where he can actually take advantage of his talents on the field as far as running and passing goes. Take advantage of his talents. Cam Newton, we're speaking about here. Cam Newton threw at the Auburn camp earlier today. Do I think that there's a HBCU PWI pipeline in place and they're using DEION to spearhead it? It depends who you're talking about. If anything, I think that's something that DEION might be starting. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that Coach Prime might have put in, as you see him incorporating a lot of Jackson State former players, residents, professionals, trainers, and so on to come there to Colorado with Coach Prime. Big LT said, who starts? Big Dog, Shiloh, Cam, Woods, or Slusher? That's a good question. I got to see more in the spring of Woods. I like Tyron Taylor back there from the squad last year, and you can't just put everybody off the squad last year because they went 1-11. I'm sure there was some bright spots somewhere. This is football, and it is a team game, so I'm sure there was some bright spots somewhere on that team to where some guys can come back and play. So Taylor is not bad at the safety position. Shiloh Haven't seen him work out yet, and he's actually getting behind unless he's doing some good off the field workouts with the trainer somewhere. Slusher can be good in some spots coming up with everything in front of him. Taylor was trash, didn't like to tackle, fam. Okay, yeah, well, there you go. if you can't tackle, you can't play, coach. And then he looks kind of thin, too, also. But I heard he was good in coverage. If the Swag and Miak, yeah, y'all getting it in on the chat right now. I need to go back for a minute, but hands down, Florida boys are the best in football. If the Swag and Miak just put their best team together and form one conference, and they can be the 6th conference in the Power 5, that'll be dope. Big LT, Shiloh, Cam, and Slusher, and Woods. Yeah, so what I think would be Shiloh will have a chance back there if he come in the summer in shape and actually balls out learning that defense. He has a chance back there. But I think he's going to be behind the 8 ball, not actually working out right now. He could be behind the 8 ball by doing that. And with that being said, you know, you're gonna go with the guys who's there currently, who's learning the defense right now, who's also in that shape, who went through those 4 weeks of hell before spring. That just puts you in a different type of shape if they can maintain it and not go somewhere and get out of shape. Now, having said that, now see, I'm not biased. And I'm not just gonna say Shiloh because he's Shiloh. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you the truth and how it works in football, and how it works in football. You're not just gonna come in and step on the field and get it. You got to be back there covering. You got to be back there making plays. That's one thing he can do, though. He can make plays, can get some big hits. But learning that defense is the thing. I don't think he's so suspect as the Heritage Bowl might have made it seem, him in coverage, because if you look at some of those plays, the cornerback, shout out to Nugget Warren, but Nugget Warren on some of those plays, on that last touchdown play over the top where it got behind Warren and just outside of Shiloh. Shiloh's like a step too slow on that. That was because Nugget Warren, they were in cover 2, but Nugget Warren didn't get his hands on that receiver to reroute him a little bit. Just a little bit of a nudge on that one play to reroute that receiver. Shiloh would have been there. That would have took the receiver a step away. It's a game of inches and everybody doing their job. You feel me? Bro, he has been working and gotten bigger and he's sitting in meetings, and last year he was hurt, but the first year he was that man. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Hopefully he's working out with Coach Mo and Coach Kelly on the low and maybe not showing anything. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying that hopefully he is. And that way he'll come in ready to go, which I'm sure his dad has told him, hey, man, you got to be ready to go, dog. You got to be ready to go, dog. You ain't going to come here, dog, and just think you're going to come play, dog. You got to be ready to go. And you talking about you going to get number 21, hey, dog. Somebody else want that number, dog. If you going to get it, you got to come in and play. So, yeah, if you're in cover 2, the corner has to get a good jam off the line. You got to. And that's what puts that safety in a position to get caught. And then that one place, he said he got picked on in Celebration Bowl. He didn't have the best game, to say the least. No, he didn't have the best game. But at the same time, that one where they tried to throw it deep on Shiloh, he was back there covering. That can happen to any safety on that play. That was one of those plays where he couldn't find the ball, and then he got called for a pass interference. Big play, it happens. Cameron Silman Craig, same thing. Someone said Cameron is going to be a monster because of that stiff arm at the Celebration Bowl watch. Hopefully, but that's another thing. Stiff arms can happen. That's like getting dunked on in basketball. If you playing defense enough, playing against enough good athletes, you can get dunked on. But with that being said, the only person that has his starting job locked in is SHEDEUR and Travis and probably Jimmy Horn Jr. and Big Van Bam Wells. So far, Horn Jr. is going to be a problem for even his teammates in practice. Whoever Shiloh is, trust me, his dad making sure he's in shape. By the way, I need your email to send you merch. Much love. You can hit me on the inbox right there, BIGGDOGG at Instagram, and you could send me the merch there, or you can hit me on altogether BiggDoggChico at Gmail, BiggDoggChico at Gmail, just like the page is BIGGDOGCHICO at Gmail, and it's all good. And Tyler Brown, a starter right now too. Yeah, Tyler Brown is a starter. He's going to have to lose that spot to not be a starter in my opinion. I get it. DEION putting SHEDEUR in best situation to get to the league. Yeah, but come on, that's not true competition. A little daddy ball. Listen, for you guys to understand this, what's going on? Quarterback is a position where, you know, it's like if you that dude, you that dude. You feel me? If you that dude, you that dude at quarterback or whatever position you're in. So I can pick and say, hey, that's my quarterback. And that's my projected starter right there. Now, if he come in and mess up, that's on him. But I can say that that's my projected starter. Same way that Coach Sean Lewis and Coach O'Boyle did what? The right tackle, Big Savion Washington. They said we're going to bring Big Savion with us. We know what he has. We know what he's going to provide. He's going to be our penciled in starting right tackle. That's off the top. That's off the top. So, you know, SHEDEUR is going to be that starter unless he loses it to, who's that backup? Coming in from California, Ryan Staub. You got another guy there. But none of those guys on the talent level of Shiloh Sanders, and that's easy to see, especially for a seasoned coach like this. So it's not really daddy ball saying that. If he wasn't his son and he was just a guy that he knew that was coming from Jackson State, he would have said the same thing because he know what he's coming with. He know what he has to work with. He know that the kid is on another level than what he was playing against. You feel me? Why can't we do that at every position and just pencil in a starter? Well, technically, that's what it is. They are penciled in because you have to go with the group. So you have the first team going with the first team. You're penciled in. Now you got to perform. You feel me? Who's there that can take his job? All that like seeing quarterback is not bad, but nobody there is going to take his job. Nobody's going to take his job. He's going to have to lose his job. And he's too smart. He's too precise. He's on point too much to lose his job. I think my thing for Travis is it's guys that are way smaller than Travis Hunter that's making plays the way he is. He just got to get more confident coming off that ball, getting a lot of, reps coming off that ball. That's why he's at wide receiver now. When I saw Travis Hunter in person a year ago, really when I really started – following, was that a year ago? Damn, 2 years ago? Couldn't have been 2 years ago. Yeah, last year when Travis Hunter played in the Polynesian Bowl. Yeah, I was out there, saw him on film, got him on film. You can check out the footage. If you scroll back all the way on this channel, you'll see the first Travis Hunter interception from the Polynesian Bowl that I recorded. Someone said Travis will be 180, 185. So hard to see. Yeah, he'll be 185, 190 at least. He needs to be. But Travis has those ball skills that's unmatched. He had a pick out here, a touchdown. Did he have a touchdown? A lot of catches out here. I appreciate you guys. We got 100 messages in the chat right now so far. But Travis is one of those uber athletes that he's raw. He just have to learn and get those reps at wide receiver. Not be afraid of the jam. And that's why Coach Prime put those X's out there on the field so that they can go mano-a-mano, right? And then, when they start, whoever outside of the X, they lost. You're off your route. You need to be right there, staying inside of those X's to get upfield to work on your route. As a wide receiver, you don't want to do this, go there, and then try to run a route. You want to do this, boom, 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 go there, get back in your lane now, and then run your route from there. Now you can go here, 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 or straight wherever. You want to go there. That's what Travis has to learn about getting in his lane, staying there on top of the wide receiver, on top of the DB, and getting upfield. Now he can go either way on the route tree. Any route he can run. I think Travis needs to develop majority of his reps at receiver and save his energy. Travis can dunk a basketball, unlike no other wide receiver. Yeah, I saw him taking between his legs. Travis attacks the ball. That's his best quality on both sides of the ball. He hawks the ball. You're right. All those comments right there are exactly right. He goes and gets the ball at the highest point. You don't have to coach him on that. He did that in high school. I saw him do it out here in the Polynesian Bowl in Hawaii. And he's just that dude when it comes to that. You saw him make that play at the end of the game with Jackson State. That was just amazing, that catch. So it's right here. Watch this. Hey, man, if y'all ain't never been a part of one of these coaches' meltdown breakdowns, it's crazy. It's called back on your stem. Exactly. Get back on your stem, brother. You got to get back on the stem. Get back in your lane. He has to get back on his line. Damn, they didn't teach that to Travis in high school. He was just better than everyone else in high school. Exactly. That's my point. He was just better than everybody else in high school and so on. You know, more than likely he's the best player on the field. That's not going to be the case in this Pac-12 Power 5 all the time. He's going to have to learn some technique and skills that's going to get him off the ball, that's going to get him in a position to make plays. It ain't just going to happen. You're not just going to line up. And honestly, that's kind of where he did last year, going against some of those schools in the SWAC and the HBCU level. He kind of just lined up. You know, he kind of went through the off-season workouts. He was saying, man, I ain't hitting no weights. I ain't really doing no weights. I ain't no weights type of guy. Well, you're not going to have that choice at Colorado. You coming in this thing to work. You going against USC, coach. You finna play against some dogs at USC. I ain't even got to name no other schools. You playing against USC, coach, and they back. that coach got them back like vertebrae. You dig? Do you think Cromartie will start? It's some juniors and seniors hungry. I agree. What's going to set Cromartie McClain apart and decide whether he become a starter or not is all what he's doing right now. If he's hitting the books as far as learning the weight, the plays that I'm sure the coaches have sent him, if he's learning those things at home, if he's in there, if he's in the weight room, if he's getting better every day right now, getting ready for the summer, then he'll have a chance to start. He'll have a chance to start. I missed that last comment, but someone said on this one, I coach Little League, Spirito. I coach Little League DBs and wide outs. These kids don't know the nuances of their position. Simple things like stacking the DB exactly and getting in a wide out hip pocket. They're clueless. Exactly. All those things you gotta teach. Travis can do a lot of things, but one thing I haven't seen Travis do, I missed that one. True, if he come in with the better, I'm better with you, better than attitude, he's not gonna get. Yeah, he got to come in. No, you can't come in with that. I'm better than your attitude. Let me tell you something about getting hit in your mouth. I remember getting a chance to play overseas in Europe, and I remember going out there like, man, I'm finna kill these little bitty white boys, man. It's gonna be little Italians out there I'm playing against. I'm thinking, shit, you show up, all I saw were big shiny Nigerians who transported over to London and Paris and all these countries. What? You got NFL Africa going on, man. NFL London and Europe, all this stuff going on. It's crazy now. You got talent all over the world coming from everywhere. That's why there's the pipeline pretty much from the NFL Academy in London to Colorado and Coach Prime. They were the first ones on it. They're like the first ones that's really jumping on it. Now everybody else is jumping on it now. You got athletes from over there getting offered by everybody. Guys I played with should have been in America playing college football on a D1 Power 5 level. That's just simple as that. So that's just what it is. You got talent all over the world now playing American football. And real quick, I want to touch on this. Coach Prime and Coach Kelly yelling at the defense. Somebody lead and take control of this thing. I'm not going to let you be average. No matter how much you want it, dog. Dog, I'm not going to let you be average. Whew, that's a quote for your ass. No matter how much you want to be it, I'm not going to let you be average. That's Coach Prime right there. That's Jeremiah Brown I think he's talking to. Man, the SWAC got headhunters. Every conference got headhunters. I'll never down a football conference and say that they can't play or they don't have ballers. You feel me? Because guys go to different schools for way different reasons. Not just because I'm on this level of playing, I'm on this level of playing, or I'm on this level of playing. Some guys be on this level of playing, but they got this level of grades. And some of those big schools don't let this level of grades come in. So that's where the HBCUs come in, junior colleges come in and say, hey, man, we'll give you a chance. Come in here, get your grades right, and play ball for us. You got big-time ballers down there that don't get their grades, trust me, in high school, or not realizing enough we got to get the grades in high school. You feel me? So all the freshmen coming in to CU, they can't come in, thinking that they're the guy. or thinking that they are better than everybody else. Someone said, Spirit said, I hate the narrative that's pushing that players are on a different level because they in the PWI. The only difference is the resources. The only difference is the resources. Once you get there, the differences are also. You can look at it in Tyler Brown, from a picture from last year of Tyler Brown and a picture from this year of Tyler Brown. You will see the differences, and the differences are those resources and that good food and protein and nutrients that they have on the side that you can get on hand, like on tap at Colorado. You can't go to the NFL not knowing how to talk. Exactly. So those things like that, those little those protein shakes, those boosts, those 5-star meals that they're getting at Colorado. Facts are, you just don't get those at HBCUs. You don't get them in Jackson State, wherever else. You're going to get a lot of fried chickens and fast food type stuff, processed foods, and it's as simple as that. You're going to get those a lot at HBCUs and lesser schools who have lesser resources. At Colorado, we've seen these guys eating amazingly. Amazingly. You feel me? You get to grow in different ways that only you can at a Power 5 school because they have all those resources with the muscle milks. And the lady said that Coach Prime or Darius Sanders or somebody asked them about having some lobster mac and cheese, right? The next week they came in, the chef had some lobster mac and cheese and said, yeah, you mentioned it, so we wanted to go get us some lobster to add to our mac and cheese. We spent about $1,200 on this. What? For some lobster mac and cheese because somebody suggested it or requested it. That's what I'm talking about. Those are resources. You think it, we can bring it. You think it, we can achieve it. You ask for it, it's going to show up to you. Coach Prime asked for grits. Now, if you're a restaurant in Boulder and you don't sell grits, you got to be don't be a dummy all your life. Coach Prime show up at any restaurant and ask for grits and they don't have it. They got to, Coach Prime, what, you been under a rock? You been under a rock? Someone, oh, come on now, Spirit. I got you on this one. Hey, go watch DEION tapes. He rarely tackled because he got paid to cover as a DB. Your first responsibility is to cover the air freight. Yeah, you're right. But Coach Prime did tackle. He did tackle. Shiloh didn't get it from nowhere. Coach Prime did tackle. He just wasn't really paid to tackle, being the best cover corner in the league ever. Ain't nobody going to pay him to tackle. That's what you got linebackers and big 250-pound motherfuckers for. Go tackle somebody. Not me. I'm Prime. Yep, Andre Bradford. Travis is going to see a lot of wide receiver, but we'll see some time at cornerback too. Yeah. Travis and Kamani at cornerback, they just going to look the part. And Coach Prime got to put in that work with them. Don't just say Travis can line up out there at cornerback and go play. Don't do that. I don't think that's setting them up for success. I think he still need to give Travis a lot of work at cornerback, or they're going to be, basically seeking him out. Everybody knew that Coach Prime couldn't tackle. Even Prime admitted it himself. No, he ain't never admitted he couldn't tackle. No, come on now, show me that footage. He said he didn't really care for it or have to, but he could tackle. Look at the footage. You could type in on YouTube, Coach Prime tackling. There is one tape where he whiffed on the tackle. There is one tape where he whiffed on the tackle, but the man is the best to ever do it, man. They got two other backs that was there in Smith and Hankerson, and so Smoke is going to work for you. Smoke is going to have to work for it. It's not like he's just great because he came from Kentucky, but he will have to work for it. Dylan Edwards can actually – they're going to put the ball in his hands at some point. I think Travis is going to play a lot of corner. Travis is going to be great. Who else trying to play both ways at this level? You got a guy, Hopkins, coming in from Georgia, number one wide receiver in Georgia, coming into Colorado. He can play both ways also, but I don't think he will be focused on that. I think he's going to be focused at the wide receiver position. You got some dogs at wide receiver coming in as freshmen for Colorado. The Spirit said, that's my thought. If your DB's making a lot of tackles, then the front seven not doing their job. I'll say that too. That's what you got those dogs for. Y'all need to be up there making tackles. We covering on the back end. It wasn't his job to tackle. He literally shut down the whole side of the field. No fly zone. Exactly. Shout out to everybody in the comments. You feel me? I'm about to get up and go get me some good water, get me something to drink, have me a nice lunch. I appreciate you guys joining in. I'm going to end this thing pretty quickly. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe, comment on the other good stuff. Chef X, I appreciate it. Chief X, I appreciate it. Running back Coach Fleet said the main running back have to be a multi-purpose back and block in the fast offense. That tells me it may be K-Smoke because Dylan Edwards too small to block. That's why he'll be a situational back. That's Dylan Edwards. We'll talk more about that when I come back. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe, comment on all the good stuff. We're about to sling. Peace in the Middle East.